Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Had some disasters with testing, lost a bit of video, but nothing too serious, nothing major lost. At this stage I'm still trying to figure out how to get enough science to earn solar panels so that I can have a little less batteries on the ship and save some serious mass. Anyways, this is Kerbollo 4 in the works, shall we say. It's not a pretty thing. I've had some serious trouble having enough power to get a ship to the moon for some reason. As soon as I add this extra dose of power onto the thing, is that the... Alright, that's that one, and that's that one, so that's got to be that. Oh, just a second, be right back. Sorry about that. Telephone call from my parents. Just had to take care of that quick. So this thing is a monster. I've added a third more boosting at the bottom. Added 2 extra rockets to the central stage, which is not exactly centered right. I better quickly tweak that a little. Alright, we need to take this. Oh, dang it. We need to raise those just a little like so. And drop those in on top, hopefully. For gosh sakes. Sometimes this is a real pain. Oops, that was definitely not the right buttons. Go away. Go away, go away, go away. Sometimes assembling parts on these rockets is a bit of a pain. So if we put that there, and that part, come on, just lock onto the dang, there we are, that there, and the rocket on the bottom, the E34, and then take it and lock it on there with 6-sided cement. There we go, that's more like it. A few struts. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, the previous missions have not gone what I would call swimmingly. There's definitely been design flaws in our rockets. I mean, we've got 3 dead Kerbals floating in orbit. Speaking of which, my instinct is to only lose 1 Kerbal instead of 3 this time. So I know I can turn these parts on or transfer electricity, but it's a lot easier just to not worry about it. It's one less thing for me to forget. I guess I can just forget to turn it on instead, but forgetting to transfer the electricity would be just as disastrous, I think. Anyway, so what I've done is I've added an extra stage in here. So the Poodle will be for braking orbit, and these things will be for maneuvering around the moon and return. It says here in fine print. That's primarily, I would use these for braking orbit and this central one for returning from the moon. But with the absence of radial decouplers at this stage in the game, that ain't gonna work so well. Anyways, try and get this thing into orbit. I'm having trouble with that today too. It's been swaying and a lot of trouble with stuff swaying uncontrollably, which makes me a little sad. But we'll see what this one decides to do. It's sort of a rebuild, and there we are, some swaying. Not too bad though. I just hope those things aren't clipped. I didn't think they were, but launching in 3, 2, 1. I think they're stuck. I think. All right. Revert to vehicle assembly. Yeah. I'm sure you guys spotted the error before I did. These burn with this. Now what the heck happened here? What are these? What engines are those? Oy. That's all kinds of bad. Okay. Move up. I think we're short a stage here or something. Let's just adjust this. That decoupler, and that's the central engine, and that's these 6 engines. And then that's that decoupler and that engine, and that's those engines and that decoupler. Okay, that should do it. It says here in fine print. Saving the design and launching. Attempt number 2. Suffice to say, that was a simulation. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, let the simulation take over. Let the swaying stop a little. Throttling up. Launching in. 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. SAS on. I hope. Oi, oi, oi. Stabilize. Stabilize, big guy. Come on. Don't do this to me. Oh, the wings are too high. The wings are way too high. Oh, that may make things not work so well. No, we're losing it. We're losing it fast. Just trying to hold it steady. At least we're gaining speed still. No, 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 no. Come on. Come on. No, we've lost it. We've lost it. Kill the engines. And that's how we get you home. Oh, geez. That's kind of frightening, though. Well, that worked out okay. Not as bad as one that didn't make it onto camera. Alright. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. Okay, what went wrong? What went wrong? Couple things. These are anchored way... Whoa, dang. Stupid game. Some days, I tell you. Some days. Okay, you were anchored way too high. You are part of the problem for sure. In fact, let's take you off for now and let's see if this thing flies without those, because if it does, that would be much preferred. I'm not sure that if the tanks, if they're causing more trouble than they're solving, that's part of the problem. Re-anchor those. Re-anchor those as they should be. Okay, looks good. Save the design. Round 3. What we have here is just a failure to launch. What? Oh. Wow. Yeah. How did I miss that? I was zoomed in too close. That's what happened. I tell you, this game has got it in for me tonight, doesn't it? Really has it in for me. Like, completely. You just... Come on, undo. Okay, that. Okay. Or we're going to open Kerbollo 4. That is just utterly bizarre. I don't usually have this much trouble with the game not, you know, doing symmetry and stuff. Okay. Well, one thing we did discover from that very aborted test was that there is enough power in the bottom lifting stage to lift this mess into, or at least lift it. Now, lift it high enough or far enough is another question entirely, but at least it can lift the full thing. Okay. Throttling to 75%. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Okay, okay. Slightly tipped in the wrong direction. We're recovering. vertical. Hold this on that vertical line. Come. What the heck's the point of having SAS if it won't even do a simple thing like holding us on? Well, I guess I gotta fly this thing myself, but that's still theoretically doable. Maybe. No, no, no. Do not waste RCS on this. Okay. Gosh. What a mess. No, no, no. No tipping. Just stay on that east-west line, you stupid machine. Okay. We still got it. We still got this. It's actually responding on occasion. Though I think it's going to get less responsive as time goes on here. This problem again, isn't it? That aerodynamic model again. Only, I mean, it's a little heavier on top than the previous design, but not that much. No, that's not going to help me. No, we're almost horizontal flight now. It's just falling, 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 falling. All right. Oopsies. That was an error. Alright, well, could have been worse. We're actually not coming down too hard here. We've just got a lot of extra crap attention. I forgot to get these guys out of the ship too. That's funny. Well, this has definitely been a derpy day, as far as they go. Well, they're going to make it down just fine, I'm sure. Even with the help of these 6 engines at low power. I'm just going to assume they are. Okay. The amazing Dragticles go back at the bottom of the ship right now. And we'll see if that makes any difference to the behavior of this thing, because, as I say, I took them off the design it seems sensible, but maybe it wasn't sensible. Those things may have been all that was keeping the damn ship flying properly. So we'll find out. I mean, the worst that can happen is it flies like crap, just like the other few attempts today. Okay, launching in 3, 2, 1, liftoff. No, well, it's not the Dragticles that are doing it, or they're not helping. I guess my design is just fundamentally flawed somewhere. Wow, okay, we've lost it. There we go. Wow, guys, this has been my worst day in Kerbal Space Program in quite some time. Well, let's bring these poor guys back to the ground. Alright, so it's definitely top heavy. Is it unbalanced somewhere? Like, did I'm gonna get nothing out of this, but I'm just doing it just to say I did. Back to the design, back to the drawing board. Let me think here. I don't often record me doing this because it always goes so horribly wrong in testing. How many of those? I got 2 maybe I need to put 3 communicatrons on. I know, Liowin, you said that it might save me some power if I only put 2 on, or 1. I just have this bad feeling that 2 of them are causing it to unbalance in a funny way. So we're going to go with 4. It's a little more mass, I know, but hopefully that will help. If it doesn't, I'll probably cut the episode and leave it at that. Some days, total failure can be entertaining. That's what they tell me anyways. Okay, is there anything else I can fix or alter here to help it not be like flying a piece of mud? What are these? Delta Deluxe winglets. Not as quick to turn. Those are the little guys. It was these guys, yep. I wonder if I just need to add some more aerodynamics up top here, or if that's just going to make it worse. What's the worst that can happen, right? I suppose it's either that or another, what's that thing? There's that, oh, for gosh sakes. If I EVA them, they're just going to fall to their deaths. We're only bringing 1 guy along on this, because it's a bloody suicide mission is what it is. You wouldn't think it was this hard to get a tiny bit of science. Just a little tiny bit of science. I just need you guys to go to the moon. I mean, okay, I'll be honest, there is one other way I could do this, and it would be an honest-to-God suicide mission. I could send them to the moon with no intent of bringing them back, and that would do the job. I mean, I would let me get the science I need. Launching in 3, 2, 1. I don't like the idea of doing that. It makes me sort of sick to think that that would be the only way to progress in this game. And oh, you stupid rocket. Hold and stable. I don't know how people design stable rockets in this game sometimes. It just doesn't seem... Some days I must just be really bad at designing rockets. Get it tilted slightly on the right side of the equatorial line here. Wow. Well, on the bright side, it's a little more stable than it was. On the downside, it's also feeling a little less structurally sound. Okay, but looks like we're at least holding our angle here this time, which is good. Just turn down the how vicious our turning is a little. I had one test where it didn't seem to matter what I did. I wound up with the bloody periapsis, or the apoapsis, being almost 500,000 meters, with the periapsis still in the bloody atmosphere. I'm not sure where I screwed up on that flight, but it didn't make it onto video, unfortunately. It was me trying to sort a few things out. There we are. I'm slowly gravity turning. I think it's actually gravity making me turn in this case, because I'm not actually adjusting. I'm just trying to keep it from falling too far. Just keep it on the angle. No. These are only going to be able to help us so much further. I wonder how many of those RCS thrusters I actually put on the full thing. Well, on the bright side, This is going a lot better than some of the earlier flights did. I'm not out of the woods yet, though, because we're not as high or as fast as we have been in previous flights. Oh, I guess 500 meters per second isn't bad. Just keep tipping. We're coming. We're actually not doing badly here. Okay. Alright, go away. Okay, a lot more thrust on these ones. Because they... Now we're going to need the RCS thrusters to help it stabilize. I need to keep it on that throttle point. Okay. Keep that apoapsis going up. Hopefully. Okay, we need to get that apoapsis out of the atmosphere. But hopefully with this gravity turn we're doing a little better. I hope I haven't overdone it. My instinct is to keep it on or slightly below the point of thrust. Okay, well there's we're still ahead of the apoapsis. This unit is doing a lot better this time, I think. Alright, there goes the apoapsis. Let's push it down. I don't want to be putting as much into the apoapsis. Come on. Alright, kill the engines for a second and wait till a slightly more opportune moment to adjust the periapsis. Because we're still pushing the full thing up. SAS off. This is going better. I feel like this is going a little better. We'll burn at 45 seconds to apoapsis. Maybe we'll start giving it some, actually, yeah. Let's let her rip right now. Okay, bring her up. Bring her up. But not too much on the apoapsis here. Just come on. Don't fail me now. Here it comes. Okay. Wow. Okay, that has a lot of fuel left. Oh, no it doesn't. There we are. That's pretty much perfect. So that thing will skip the atmosphere until it's... So this is what happened last time. What the hell? Why is that raising the apoapsis preferentially over the periapsis? I haven't changed anything here. And yet... This is a normal orbital burn as far as I know. Alright, well, it's an orbit. I don't know what happened, but... Well, okay, I guess I'm burning from the periapsis. Okay. Okay, so what happened? So that represents the periapsis switching and becoming the apoapsis. Okay. I understand what I was doing wrong now. Such as it is. So we'll use that Poodle engine to do the translunar burn. Set that as the target. Set it as a target. And a lot less gas here. Okay. Okay, so we're not... Are we? Not as close as we should be. Alright, we're getting closer. That's a really distant orbit. Let's see if we can improve that at all. No, that is not the way to improve it. Departure time? Oh, here we are. That might be more like it. Let's see if we... This is just adjusting our... Oops. Dang it. There we are. This is just adjusting our departure time and nothing else, I think. 600. I wonder how much closer it can get us. That's actually not bad. And we give it a little more gas. Actually, I better check to make sure we're not going to miss this. 11 minutes. 386. 391. Okay, we're getting further away. So I actually need to give it less. 400. There must be an optimal 400. 382. 382. Okay. 383. 382. Is it slightly off normal? $380, $378, $75, $372. That's getting a little better. $225. Much better. Okay, we'll do that. That's good. Good enough. Let's hit target. Okay, I think this is going to go better. And I've decided I'm not going to worry as much about there being trash in the orbit. Honestly, it may be a problem in the future, but it's also something that may be swept up by the planets, by physics. And we'll see. I mean, this could be I call this an experiment in sloppy space programs. And we'll see how well this goes, because I just don't want to be hauling this tank around. It'll be these two guys right here. All right, Lars. Yes, it's Lars Kerman, just like my friend. And we'll see. Oh, my wife's going to be home in just a second here. But yeah, we'll see. Oh, speak of the devil. Just a second, I'll be right back. Disasters and interruptions right across the board tonight. Okay. Yeah, that was my wife coming home. So if I've done this right, the poodle will actually be enough to get us into Mooner all the way to the moon, and most of the way into Mooner orbit before I ditch it. And these little guys here will act as my return engines. I guess we'll see. 2 minute and 40 second burn means I need 1 minute and 20 seconds on this side of the node. We'll see if this goes any better. The other upside is that the poodle will be recharging the batteries on our departure burn. Not that they need a lot of recharging. The idea with the poodle actually hasn't given me quite as much benefit as I think I was expecting, which is too bad. 5. There we go. 10 seconds. Final adjustment to our aim. Just a little more. 5, 4, 2, 1. Full throttle to the engines. And a little bit of a course adjustment right there. Here we go. Looking good. Of course, the burn just got longer just by virtue of me starting the burn, but it's okay. I'm still doing most of it on this side. I wonder if you guys can hear that. There's somebody working on their four-wheeled ATV out front right now. And they've been driving it back and forth in our cul-de-sac today, testing it, I guess. She's all fine and dandy. It's a little annoying, but it's not. I mean, it's not like he's speeding or anything crazy. He's just driving it around. kind of funny. Okay. So far, so good. Suppose no, I do need the RCS. I was going to say, I suppose I don't need the RCS, and I should smack myself upside the head for thinking stupid thoughts again. Because that is decidedly untrue. I definitely need the RCS on, because I want to be able to adjust my course ever so slightly as things get off kilter. Because it's really hard to lock perfectly onto these nodes. It's sometimes very hard to tell if you're actually exactly on the node. The advice I got about burning half on either side of the actual target node has been fantastic. I've found perfect. Well, that answers that question. I guess it's not quite enough to get me there, but it's certainly enough to get me well on my way. These engines have a lot of guts, but they've also got a lot of gas left in them now. I think I got a little closer. Perfect. Good enough. Okay, and we're not going to play around with any other goofiness.